And I think that's just scratching the surface of the potential that we can be as a company. And as a brand more than.
I don't feel inspired. Swear I need a change of scenery. Somewhere with a bit more greenery. Sun's out, but it still looks gloomy. I'll show you a jungle made out of concrete. With a thought that you saw an apocalypse. All you're seeing is zombies. Stood in the club with a mask. I'm not too sure why the gal them on me. I'm not too sure why the gal them want me. Yeah, they love me.
First, we have to go obviously to make sure it's a good fit, and then at that point we'll talk about all the details and things.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so then, what's your biggest motivation? What would you say your why is?
My biggest motivation.
Yes.
I mean, as I told you before, what like in the sense of my profession, what really like makes me feel like happy and complete is like when I work. I swear to God, when I work in a weight room, like with athletes, that I have to implement everything I know, new exercises, ways to help this player to get faster, to jump higher. That's something that I love it. Like, I love like studying about it, implementing what I know, working with athletes. So that's my, my what I like the most.
Right. So then we have at least from my experience, most people end up having some sort of thing that fulfills them. So for example, for us, or for me specifically, it's like obviously coaching and helping players and parents understand the right path of going from youth soccer all the way into professional in college. But that's not my motivation. My motivation is something deeper. It could be being able to support my family, feeling like I'm proving other people wrong, or making sure that I can.
Okay, I got you.
So from that standpoint, what is it for you?
That point. Well, if we talk about that point, well, as I told you, honestly, like helping people, it makes me feel good. So that's us. But my personal motivation will be that, I mean, of course, I'm an immigrant. I'm coming from Venezuela. I'm trying to have how do you say this in English? A good economic position here, of course, to be able to help my family, because at some point I want to be able to bring them here and maybe get a legal status here, So that would be my biggest motivation right now, I think.
Well, hopefully you recover quickly, and then like I said, if you feel better before November, you let us know, and yeah, we're gonna be in touch for sure.
All right, sounds good. Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Of course. Take care. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I have an opinion. My opinion, I think that she won't be necessarily a coach. I think she'll help with programming. So similar to what we're doing with Med Drills, but for field, we do the same thing but for gym, and she leads it.
But she won't be a coach.
No,
Like, at all.
I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, but she's super busy. She says she's like unavailable Monday through Sunday. So I'm not even counting on her for like any sort of coaching. It's more like she builds it, like her and you or whatever build it together. Same thing with the libraries, just filming it, like same thing that we do on the field. And then using those drills to then help like another coach that we bring in to actually know what they're doing. So everything is led by like a certified personal trainer, but I'm saying like somebody that's actually really good at what they do. So I think that for her, at least, that's going to make the most sense. But I don't see her as like she has no time, like being a consistent coach or anything like that. I don't see. So maybe she comes in and like helps us film the movements in November. Luckily, that's not something that's like a super priority. Yeah, figuring out the movements. So if we bring coaches like long term, we're thinking about scale. Yeah. Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. We had a bunch of interviews today, so I mean, the thing with obviously what we're looking for is we're getting to a point now where we've grown, and now we need to obviously continue to expand, and that comes from players, and obviously we need coaches to support the players. But the thing is, we need people that buy into the vision of what we're trying to do long term. It's not just something that's a temporary or a little side project that Met is. It's something that we're really trying to change the way that soccer is developed and trains like across the nation. I mean, ideally long term, the vision is to be able to push soccer development to be on the level or more advanced than the rest of the world. Right now, US is not really seen as a powerhouse in soccer by any means. And the reason why I say that is because we need to have people that buy into the vision. And obviously the coaches are the first step of really touching the players. So today, funnily enough, we had interviews. And one of the questions was like, what would you change about the soccer system? And I mean, you could see here, like, a lot of it, I mean, it's very surface level, but they all know. I think one of the things that for me was interesting is that they all knew that we're behind Europe. I think that's like one of the main things. So I mean, for me, as like the founder of Met and obviously wanting to push it to a national level, one of the things I'm noticing is like, it's clear that Europe is more advanced than us, like historically speaking, but also like it's still a problem, like that they're way more advanced. So we have to be able to position ourselves to from now. It's not when we're national, then we start thinking about this. It has to be now. How can we really focus on each player and making sure that they they can start developing, and if we can get fortunate enough to help push the 1 or 2 players to the pro level and then eventually represent our national team like Freeman did, I mean, that's gonna be huge. And that's just one step in really trying to fix this whole system of where they're lacking so much development and trying to change that. That's one step of it. And of course we have the advisory and all these other things that we're working on as well. But from a training and development standpoint, if we can get this to where we are the hub or we are the methodology that's used across the nation to push us and make us more advanced than Europe, then bro, that would mean the world to me. And I think that's just scratching the surface of the potential that we can be as a company, and as a brand more than anything. So yeah, hopefully we can find in the next few days, we can find 1 or 2 people that really understands that. Ideally they're long-term, but even if they're not long-term, at least they can push us to the next step to continue building up this ladder. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's see how it goes. I have to have that conversation with Mati, but I think we're on the right path, and I think that's what matters. I just wrapped up at the Branches event and talked to so many high school students and young athletes that are trying to figure it out. And for me, I mean, having mentors really changed the trajectory of my life. I was lost, and like any other high school student, you kind of don't know what to do. But having mentors really helped and gave me some sort of direction. So if in those conversations I was able to inspire or give any sort of value to them, that would mean the world. I mean, obviously, the idea is that when they look at somebody like me, a young entrepreneur, and that's trying to obviously fight for something bigger than himself in a big system, the U.S. soccer system that's many years old and run by directors and executives that are much older than I am, it could be sometimes, discouraging or be seen as like you're not going to make a difference. And I think the message that we're really trying to push is going to really make a difference. And I think it's just a matter of time rather than if it's going to happen. And being able to document the journey, really trying to make that difference and continue building with Met.